Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to the darkest dungeon, where we've pretty much run out of things to do in this game now. Yes, Alistair, that means it might be time to do the darkest dungeon at long last. But not quite yet. We're not ready yet. How? Well, you see, with the next dungeon, we've got to go on this epic, long journey full of ultimate horrors. And in order to do that, we want a mill. Just to make sure we don't have hunger checks. Just so that the people stop being needy little bastards. So today we're going to the farmstead with the farmstead crew, because I have not been to the farmstead with the farmstead crew in quite some time. And so I do feel that the farmstead crew could be used for many greater things. And it's not exactly like, you know, we lose money from buying all these things, is it? I mean, it was either here or try and find the thing from the stars, Alistair. Now, which do you think sounds more fun? Yeah, exactly. So, how do we start? Well, we start off with her getting buffed. We then do this.
A powerful blow.
It's been so long since I've been to the farmstead, but I've kept the same crew throughout it. And so, I know exactly how it plays out. Because it's very basic on how I play it out. It would be more beneficial if everyone could, you know, hit, though, is the thing. Because hitting is definitely one of those upper things that is very, very useful.
Decimated.
I'm glad I attacked you and not the back one. Because now he can do that.
Another abomination.
Ah, yes, hit him! And then get hit right back! And then can you crit? No. Of course you can't. But you can do that. Which means you now get crit. Which is very, very nice. Alright, so, he could use another heal. Very nice. You can then go like so.
Obliterated.
And finally, you can do that.
A victory.
And now everything gets summoned for new fun times.
As the fiend falls.
This team is very efficient at actually just killing, which is what the nice thing about it. I've kept this team for the farmstead ever since I first, well, pretty much came to the farmstead. And it's proven to be an extremely effective team for the farmstead, actually. Do it. Oh, come on! Osmond, you're meant to be better than that. I mean, it still dies, but all is good. And we get one of these things, ready for Osmond to be able to stress heal himself. Very nice. Let us just cure our annoying little blight and move on. This is an awkward team. Still a very dead team, though. Now, you still have the resist, meaning you can easily do the heal without any necessary. And of course, get the regeneration on the person on full bloody health.
Back to the pit.
Nice crit heal there. Good job. You're enjoying blighting us, aren't you? Well, at the very least, you done that annoying her. You've summoned one of those, so our little whatchamacallit, her, has an excuse to just launch herself forward. Very nice. And you didn't like being hit earlier, so bam. Please don't hit him. There was absolutely no reason to hit him. In fact, so little reason that he's going to cure himself. And he didn't crit like I was hoping he would. Basically, the farmstead is one of those things which got boring so fast for me because it's quite easy, honestly. Because the farmstead is pretty much all about fighting the same things over and over again, hoping that sometime one of them might put up a challenge for you without just relying on complete utter random BS to just randomly hit you for no good damn reason. But it doesn't happen very often, is the thing. You know, you probably need to stress heal yourself a little there, Mr. Executioner, and you are the stress healer of the team, after all. Don't get it wrong, just because he's doing a fair amount of damage doesn't mean he's not the stress healer of the team. It just means he's a multi-purpose stress healer. Ah, mighty feast. Bountiful harvest to heal all of us. Glorious. This is going to be a short episode, isn't it? Because I can't think of a goddamn thing to say during this. Well, now we get to the hard bit, because we're now fighting the actual enemies of the game. Which are the hard ones. Seriously. The farmstead enemies are dead goddamn easy. It's these bloody pricks which make it hard. So, who needs death? Answer, all of them. Question is, how quickly? Very, is the answer. Please don't. God damn it. Alright, you're gonna crit, right? You're gonna crit. You're gonna do more than that crap. That was awful. Yeah, you've got a heal on you. We're still good for healing. Do a stress heal, Miss Sia. Can you get the 10 on the damn Executioner? I know you're the secondary stress healer, but still. Well, you're dead now. It's just gonna take a turn or two. That thing, however, is far from dead. Ha! You missed. You're dead next turn anyway. We don't care. I was gonna say, even if you do shocker her, I have extreme doubts it would do anything, Mr. Jellyfish. I'm very grateful for that dodge, actually. RTL Punch is one of those really annoying abilities, which I just cannot stand. Almost how I just can't stand these mega tough enemies in these fights, honestly. What to do, what to say? That is the question of the day. Alistair, do you have anything to say to the people at home? You know, I don't know what you said, but I'm sure it was insightful. As much as insightful as you can get for you, at the very least. And crit! You guys really need to crit better if you want to actually kill these enemies, you know? Brigade Hunter. Isn't that like crap in the first position? So its first turn is actually just going to be actively wasted. Yes, is the answer. It will be. Thank you, Miss Shieldbreaker. You just saved the day. In more than one way, actually. Because, well, he just pushed himself back. You just removed the thing he pushed himself behind, so he's back to the front again. You can only attack that, so you can't do anything either. Now it can do something. It can suck and die. Ah, phase 1 complete, with 40 shards in tow. We could stop there and just go back now. Yeah, I know, we're going for the memory, meaning we got much further to go. We got a long way to go before we can actually stop Alistair. Don't you worry. I know it all too well. I used to do this in the background. This farmstead. Just, you know, work with it. Slowly build up shards. Just stuff that you need to do to earn the shard trinkets, frankly, because the shard trinkets are actually kind of nice for some characters. Other characters, they really don't matter. The Fury's shard trinket is actually one of the best. Problem is, well, the fact the Fury himself is really good and doesn't work particularly well with the rest of them. I hate the fact the entire party gets shuffled around, even though only one person got hit. That seems a little bullcrap to me, honestly. And now there's two of them. Because of course there's bloody two of them. And of course you go first, Mr. I'm the slowest person in the team. Really? Let me guess. I hate these fuckers so much. Alright, can we kill one before it gets a turn, please? In fact, you know what? There. We've all got damage reflection now. Tell them to bring it on, please. And can you fucking hit? Good. One dead, one out the way. Excellent. I think you can actually attack from there. You can. I'm going to have you do that, though. Because they need the stress healing, and frankly, the health is nice. Can you actually have some semblance of purpose behind you and your attacks? Out of interest. Other than the sake of just being in existence. Oh, great. A foreman. Haven't seen one of you yet, which is surprising. But doesn't change the fact you're not a prick. I wish you could crit the 22. I don't think you're actually capable of it. It's why I'm not complaining too hard. I just wish you could crit the 22. Oh good, you're going first, so you can do that. Killing the guy. Excellent. Yeah, I thought you might do that. And it's why I'm kind of ignoring that character. Because they don't matter to me. These characters really do have just ups and downs about whether they just want to work this time. Such as him actually hitting a riposte for like the first time. Honestly, the Executioner's been MVP this round so far. There's normally one person in this team that excels above the rest compared to normal. This time it's the Executioner. Please don't. Of course you would. You know, you dying is more important. You're technically dead now, but I don't want to deal with more of those trespassers. And this is part of the reason why I love the Highwaymen. Because they actually goddamn hurt. Really? Can you crit? Okay, what I said about the about the Executioner earlier, I take entirely back. Because normally he's a decent critter. And when he crits, he actually kills everything. So the fact he hasn't been critting shows he doesn't really want to work today. And what do we do with people who really just don't want to work today? We say, screw them. They are pricks. And you got regen on yourself. Nice. And you also regen the Highwayman. Equally nice. And now that thing is bleeding. Brilliant. And you hit. Thank God. See? You can crit 23. Apart from when you use that ability because it's got the negative 20% damage mod. Damn it. Ah, I couldn't kill you this round. But you're dead next round, so I don't need to attack you anymore. In fact, I don't need to attack you anyway, because 1, you waste your turn by buffing the ally, and 2, bring it. There's the good old chap. And that's why I hate the Foreman too. They actually have a move before the initiative. It's very annoying. Well, here's the campfire, which we are promptly going to use. We can have ourselves a nice full meal.
Furtive and vulnerable.
Removing stress.
In a maze.
And then we can superpower the highwayman. And we superpower the highwayman. We have her give everyone armor piercing. We have him buff himself for accuracy and crit. And then we have the seer buff herself for just protections. Okay, everyone. Are we ready? The light bends. Bring it on. Splendorous. That's actually amazing. That's a really nice one. Then again, if you're making me fight these bloody crappy things, then I guess that you have to make it amazing. Because otherwise you're a prick! Oh yeah, I forgot I needed to buff everyone with you first. Oops, my bad. Well, at least a good thing about them both being large units is that the executioner can hit them both without worry. Ooh, negative 40% damage? I don't think so, pal. I brought medical herbs for a reason. I'm actually trying to win this now, other than just passively going through it. Nice crit, Mr. Executioner. Can you do the same? You leave it with 1 HP, because of course you do. At least now it's dead. Screw off. Bring me a new bunch of piggies. You bring me flesh eaters. Flesh eaters are... I mean, they're okay. I wouldn't exactly call them good, but... Well, these little pricks are dead this turn. Especially if you can do that. Ah! Okay, maybe they're not so dead anymore. Because that's an annoying little thing you just did. Okay, they're dead. Never mind, they're dead. Bring it! You have cutfolks. Cutfolks? Cutthroats! And she's in need of a heal.
Inspiration.
Alright, madam, who do you want to attack? Do we trust the executioner to kill the cutthroat? Yes. We do. Or at the very least, we do. We do. Not no at the very least. We just do. Wow, 5 stress. You know he's your executioner, right? He's here to kill you. You've broken the law. This is the payment. Death. It would help so much, though, if you could take that one little extra bit of HP, though. Oh, really? But we were doing so well. Oh, but if you're going to give me a bountiful harvest, I'm not going to complain.
Reality.
There we go. Come, Mr. Miller. I've fought you enough times to know you're a bastard and that I need to just buff the hell out of the highwayman. In order to win. I'm not joking. Buff the hell out of the highwayman. That's how to win. And pray that we keep critting. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, and oh, you missed, Mr. Highwayman. Now it doesn't mean a thing. Thank God that needed to happen, just so that he didn't get his annoying, crappy little stupid thing off. And also we do the buff ability because it gives us damage reflection. And on a character that does a giant AoE ability all the time, damage reflection is very Executioner. Executioner. Ah, here we go. Reap. Damage reflection. We have ourselves 1 heal. Sacrificing the damage reflection, unfortunately. You can't actually, you know, whatchamacallit him. Bleed him. But you can just hit him. Which still has its merits. Because he's large, you're always in attack range. Oh, wow. You could potentially just kill him. Couldn't you, Missy? Ooh, that's bad. We don't need him dying on us, please. This is another reason why the Executioner is so useful. Because he does have a whatchamacallit ability? Well, I think that went very well. Only 2 of you have Death Store recovery. And not really much to add on top of that. Thank you for the improved shards. Why don't I bring a key along with me anymore? Well, I have all the food in the world, so those of you who can probably should just have a massive snack. And off we go. Haunting. That's the same as the first one, isn't it? Increased blight skill, increased stress. They get increased blight and dodge. And of course we're against the bloody Weald right now. Perfect time for them to get increased stress, damn it. I usually ignore stress until it gets to about over 70. In the farmstead. Because I honestly find stress just doesn't give a damn. Or matter as much. Because you have the things at the end which have the potential to just cure you of these things. So often you can find yourself just all the healing you did in the last run was a complete waste because of the simple fact of what you did it because of what you find at the end. So it's also why healing isn't as important either. Because you're more often going to find the healing stuff at the end than you are the stress healing stuff. So, woo, I have my own choice of who I want to die. Because if you hit, you're guaranteed to kill. And by attacking the one in the back, the first one does that, and thus it gets, and thus that happens, and that was entirely planned. And not done completely by mistake without thought or purpose. Yes. And by killing the puppy, it also means that Mr. Executioner can now attack the stealth crone. And he does have bonus damage versus humans. You know, considering he executes them and all that. That's fine, I can still work with that. Okay, it's time for stress healy mode. Time to do your job, Mr. Executioner. Of course the ooze. Of course the ooze. Actually, the ooze is really good in the farmstead, because each dead ooze counts as a separate kill. Even if they do use their cryo bullcrap. Ow. Madam Seer, if you ever needed a time to do the big bonus healing, it was then. Well done. You really know how to pull it through when it needs to at times. Jesus Christ! There was no need for that. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, we're getting there. We're making our way through, and we're going to find the sleeper. And the sleeper will be put to sleep. Because the sleeper is the sleeper, and the sleeper needs to die. Because the sleeper gives our memories, which is what we're here to find. I know, Alistair. You don't need to make comment on it. I do it too often. I know I do. I can't help it at times. Okay, madam, you are going to attack that herald, because the herald is a bullcrappy little thing which I hate. It's part of the reason why I love bringing a shield bearer to the farmstead, because of the armor piercing. And a lot of the most annoying things actually have pretty decent protection. Making her very invaluable. Of course you would. Well, at the very least then, I can just focus on murdering these bastards. At least one of them, or at least one of them. Alright, we're all below 50 stress now. It's perfectly fine to ignore the stress. Would you please, for God's sake, just, you know, riposte more. Oh, sorry, hit the ripostes more. It's starting to irritate me how often you seem to miss. Are you bloody serious? Oh, I must remember that if she's forced to skip a turn to move, she must then focus the next turn on the heal. Now, if you could please go first. Thank you. We're gonna have you kill that thing. Now he goes next. Excellent. Meaning he is going to slice that thing. Do it. Ha! Stress healing for me! Alright, you. That thing's got 1 round left, meaning I can't do the Adder's Kiss. I don't do Adder's Kiss that often with you, Miss Shieldbreaker, do I? I really ought to think of a different move to work with you. Wow, hiccup. Oh, will you stop it? You have 100% chance to resist. Please tell me that's the end. No, we still have 1 more kill. God damn it. We need 1 more kill before we can move on. Well, at least we've got 1 thing that's fairly damn easy to kill. And of course, we have to have another round. Because of the simple fact that we can't get the thing this round. Because it can only spawn of 1 of 2 rounds. Meaning this round, we stress heal. Excellent. Moving on. We get this one, which we're going to give to the seer. Because if there's anyone we don't want going absolute mad, it's the person in charge of healing. Now bring on the light. Gleaming. I think that's extra healing. It is indeed. I didn't know this damn place included the Sunward Isle. That's bloody horrifying. Some of the worst stress dealers in the game are from the Sunward Isle. Like that ability. That surprisingly didn't do as much as I thought it would. And somehow you made the ghost bleed. How the bloody Christ did you make the ghost bleed? You know the best thing about it right now? This thing can't guard. Which means I don't think it can get its special block ability. Which is kind of what we need it not to have right now. Oh, bloody Christ in course. Oh, of course you appear. What did I say about stress dealers and not needing to dealing with them? It's a good thing I got the Seer who does AoE stress healing. Thank you, Miss Seer, for dodging. That is the best thing you could have done. Now we can't kill this. There's no way you can crit to kill this. Undead Behemoth, there we go. Knew it. God, I hate that ability. Funny enough, though, the fact we're against the Sunward Isles, which is known for DPS, rather than... Or it's known for stress damage rather than DPS, does kind of mean I don't have to worry about healing quite as much. You're gonna do 9 damage, aren't you, Mr. Executioner? You're gonna do 9 damage and you're gonna piss me off. Okay, you did 9 on its head, but you still did the annoying me part. Especially with the way it's still alive. Now that's one of the very few damage dealers that's available within the Sunward Isle. And it's annoying because of the stun. Also, the Executioner can remove horror. Which is very nice. I should have been having him remove horror this entire time, rather than using the Lacrum. Which I have not been using. But still. Oh look, we still got loads to go. And of course another one appears. Good, you went first. It means you can do that. And now you do have a tiny bleed on you, allowing you to shoot the damn thing. And the best thing about it is that because it's now got a bloody blight effect on it, it's going to take damage no matter bloody what. Thank you for going first. You have the worst damage here. Glorious crit there, Mr. Highwayman. Glorious crit. Can you attack the Highwayman? You know? That'd be most useful if you could attack the Highwayman, Mr. Umbrella. Please do an awful lot of damage. Thank you. MVP and a half! You're really trying to up yourself from the performance you've been giving this entire round up till now, huh? Aren't you, Mr. Highwayman? Well, no, you're really not. You had 1 in you. That was good enough for you, apparently. Not the tambourine! Anything but the tambourine! Thank you for going first. Now kill the tambourine. Excellent. We really just don't need this thing riposting us whenever we hit it. And now we got one round with this guy where we physically just can't do any damage because he's an idiot, because he's a bloody prick, and has to make sure he's got his block on him. Whoever designed this creature, you're a very, very cruel person. Next round? Yes, yes, it looks like it's the next round. Excellent. Sleeper's Dream, there we go. Welcome back, it's good to see you. And you know what that calls for? It's time for another fire! And we're all in a stupidly good position, actually. This is like one of the best positions to be in for fighting the end. Quite honestly, it is. Because, well, the worst is the Death Store recovery, which has its annoyances. So, despite me having done this before in one of these having, you know, fought this before in one of our campaigns, I can easily explain the entire technique behind this entire thing once again. You're a prick. And that entire technique involves, well, the shield bearer being able to attack the thing at the back does exactly that, and only that. Doesn't matter how much of the rest join up, because they all disappear the moment that thing goes below enough HP. And then in moments like this, when we have him able to attack too, it works out nicely, because you get a little extra damage in. Not much, just a little extra. Quite frankly, I should probably have the Executioner attacking the thing at the back too, but the Executioner relies fairly heavily on... Ooh, so close. Fairly heavily on the fact of just only doing bleed damage with some of those abilities. So it doesn't work out quite as well. Ooh, is that enough? Slow the sands. I don't think I've ever seen that ability before. Did you get changed so we actually have to kill you now? Because I don't remember that ever being a bloody thing. Ah! No, you didn't. You just wanted to make sure that he couldn't hit you first, because you're a bloody bastard. Well, needless to say, same technique as the miller. We just constantly and only use the damage reflection. Because why wouldn't you? And now we buff. And now we only buff the highwayman because he's got riposte damage. And generally is just much more damaging. See? So much damage, and he takes 22 of it. And he might be dead now? No? Okay. Okay, fine. Have it your way. You want to have more attacks? Well, we don't need more than the attacks we've already got left, so... Go screw yourself. Give me my memory. Ah, magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. We eat the bounty because we're badass, and then we leave. Unfazed, minus 30%. Wow, that's actually a really good one. Distant. Oh god, you need to lose that. And strong vigor. Don't give a damn about that. And for the next part of the video, assuming this isn't too long, which I highly doubt it would be, we're going into the Warrens to have a go at trying to find this thing from the stars, and hoping, oh, so bloody much that we find it, and that when we find it, we can kill it, and then when we kill it, it actually decides to drop us a memory. So who do we have with us? We got a pretty simple team. We've got Naran. We've got Naran being Naran, doing bonus damage versus bleeding. We've got Damdrone being Damdrone, doing all the bleeding. We've got Lydia being Lydia, doing bonus damage versus the bleeding. And you can tell we're going for kind of a bleedy build today. We're going to make them bleed, hence why we have the flagellant. Because nothing can bleed compared to the flagellant. Make things bleed compared to the flagellant. No, not even the thrall, Alistair.
Breed quickly down there in the dark.
This is a medium dungeon?
Slay them even faster.
It's bloody tiny. Alright, guys, let's, I suppose, fight something immediately. Alright, make it bleed. They may be resistant to... yeah. Tongue-tied. Well, it's a very good thing you've got stress healing out the arse, Alistair.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Very good you have stress healing out the arse. Come on, give us your best shot. Not on him. Not on him. I don't disagree. He's a bloody bastard. But attacking him makes you a bloody bastard on top. Also, so does dodging our attacks. At least you're dead now. So your bloody bastardness is gone. Drums of Doom. And you completely miss. Oh, how good for you. Oh, you poor little piggies. Oh, you poor, poor little piggies. You're oh so screwed and dead. It's nice seeing Alistair... what? It's nice seeing Naran actually deal damage.
Ooh,
in...
shiny.
Okay. I don't know. Did your blood rage make you look at that, and then that gave you corruption? Still don't know what the Scarlet Corruption does, do we? Ah, little piggy, little piggy. How do we hate... Let me count the ways I hate thee. You're nothing but an utter bastard. That needs to just go die. Alistair, why can't you hit things? Quite the nasty stress you did there. And you also blighted him, which he doesn't care about as much. You also did some major damage to him, which he also doesn't care about as much. Damn, Jesus, they're both on 1 HP. Could you really not have waited until after Naran had a turn, so that he could, you know, kill you? Like so? Hit us with your best shot. We can pray. Oh, that's adorable. You think he cares about dealing damage? No. His entire gimmick is bleeding you. Are you under? Are you under? Yes, you're under. Whack! Boom! Big bleed, big heal. Very nice. Okay. I mean, fair. Big damage, equally big heal once again. Well, not quite as big heal, but still a big heal. A lovely, lovely scout. How nice. Ooh, and you're gonna show me one of these? Well, oh. Oh, wait, it's the purifying herbs. What am I thinking? Naran's gonna take the damage boost, because he's the main damage dealer. Despite being in tank form. Ooh, a swine skeever. Ooh, it's one of those evil things, is it? Well, we're gonna start off with critting it, apparently. Well, Lydia, are you scared of it? Don't be scared. You got Alistair to heal you. Alistair's more than capable of healing anything and everything he could deal to us. You've also got Naran to reduce its damage. And then it just misses anyway. You know what, Mr. Skeever? You're dead. You know what? Yes, go ahead. Have a turn. And miss. Equally good. Alistair, shut the bloody hell up. And now it's just you, Mr. Skeever. And you know what's fun? Murder. You. Murdering you. Another ruby, Jesus. One of the infamous fusiliers. You know, the annoying people that always deal AoE damage, no matter who we're against. So our light is going to constantly get worse and worse and worse, because they're just going to keep hitting Alistair over and over and over again. That's like the one downside to the last light. Getting hit makes you, you know, lose light. And light has its purpose, its value. Even if we don't make full advantage of it because of the fact we don't buy torches. Mostly because we're not allowed to. Okay. You're dead next turn anyway, so I don't give a damn. I'd give slightly more of a damn if... Flee from the Holy Bearer, you impious fiends. Feeling a little zealous there, are you, damn drone? Feeling a little in the mood? I mean, Naran apparently is. Ooh, a map. What do you reveal to me using this map? You reveal to me all of the locations and everything we have to fight. So basically, there is a total of 4 fights left in this dungeon. Jesus Christ, this has been an easy dungeon. Ooh. Ooh, you finally got a trinket from your stupid ability, did you, Alistair? Alright, what is this? Rejuvenant Mask. Leper, flesh. Plus 80% healing received if has quirk flesh curse. Minus 30 dodge. That's a major healing increase. But then again, with negative 30 dodge, it's not like they're ever going to avoid being hit ever again. I still need to fix Damn Drone's abilities so we can, to get rid of that stupid stress heal he has in order to, you know, have the AoE bleed. That's it. You know, you're not the only one who's tongue-tied. Alistair, are you bloody freaking serious? It didn't even crit. Maybe if it would crit, you have an excuse. But what's your excuse right now? Why do you try to go to the back, by the way? Because you look tanky. You look like you should belong at the front. And now you're gone and dead. Naran, you really just can't let them bleed out, can you? You have to get the killing blow.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled.
I kind of admire that. Well, the thing from the stars can't appear in rooms, so it looks like we're not getting the thing from the stars this day. But hey, you never know. Maybe we'll find the other thing that I've specially got included in at the moment. Shut up, Alistair! You know, now is really when I laugh at them. Because you got this guy who just will always retreat backwards. And then you got this and will always go last due to the speed. And then you got this guy who will always use his singular attack ability, which sends him backwards. So you'll never be able to attack, and you will just be stopping him from attacking. Because despite you don't actually do that much damage. Do you, Mr. Meat Hooker? You know it's true. We all know it's true. So just go die.
Their cursed
And there it goes. Down for the count. So, Mr. Treasure Room, what do you have to fight me in here? The Talon! Ooh, the Talon have come. And you're only a bird and not a vulture, meaning you're perfectly fine and easy. It's the vultures I hate.
Body and brain.
Yes, we already know it's going to be pitch black in a moment.
Desolated.
Just get it over with. I mean, that was a headshot, but I definitely wouldn't call it a kill shot. It really didn't do any of the killing, you know?
Death waits for the
Will you stop being a little fucker and swapping us all around the place? I mean, this time it's not so bad because of the fact Lydia's where she is. So she can just switch us back into normal positioning. But still, bloody stop it! And you! Equally stop it! You know what? You know what? I hate you. I really, really, really hate you. And do you know what it means when I really, really hate you? It means I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to kill you. And you are going to know the death of Naran in rage form.
such a terrible assault cannot be left.
Oh, you're really playing the rage form card, aren't you?
Monstrous size has no
Well and truly the rage.
unless
Didn't think you'd hit that. Well, at least you only lose HP if you actually hit.
eradicated.
Goodbye. Alright, what's in the chest? Nothing? Great. I mean, I dumped my keys for this bit just because... meh. Alright. The final room. The final battle. And we're fighting just a bunch of bandits.
Ringing ears.
That apparently like to crit. Okay, you have my attention and my rage now. Yeah, you definitely have my attention and my rage. So, Naran, would you like to go first and just go thwap? Making this guy bleed out. Bye-bye.
The slow death. Unforeseen.
Right, dude.
Forgiving.
You're the only one left. And guess what? You're visible. Ah. All is right in the world. And we find ourselves a fourth ruby.
Success.
Yes, we'll continue adventuring because we need to know what's in the heirloom chest. More stuff for us. Glorious. Well, there's no point in just... We might as well go now. Well, this was a waste of time. Dippa plus stress, minus damage, plus... Yeah, you're getting rid of that. Prone to mindless meandering. What is with all these bloody diseases? Well, everyone, it looks like I'm all out of time for today's episode. So, what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today? I have been your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that, until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.